go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here I am with Terry Rawlings. He is a well-known author, pub owner. He owned a gallery at one point. He's been a record company owner or co-owner. He has done many things, and in his time he has designed some wondrous things as well, and record sleeves that you own, almost certainly.
Almost certainly.
But let's bring this neatly on to why we're sitting here. Why are we sitting here, Terry?
Because there's a new range of 66 t-shirts which I felt needed a bit of a pop art approach to them rather than the generic band.
Very dare you.
Very dare. And also inject a bit of colour into the old 66.
Okay.
So that was what I thought. That was my not a brief as such. I forced it on you.
I don't know about forced. No. I took one of those things is I take with you is that you have some amazing ideas. It was your idea to do the chord shoes and bits and pieces, and he is a bit of a what's the word? Mind map, is that the word? You're really good at that stuff.
No, well, it was hard to get people to do chord shoes and the polka dots as well. We hawked them around everywhere as well to companies I can't name, obviously, but they turned them all of them turned them down except for you.
Yeah, well
that is why we're here.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're here. So tell us about the taxi. You've got a bit of a story about the taxi. Let's get the taxi up and show the people.
Well, it's people may jump to conclusions that it's a scar, black and white scar thing, but it's actually based on the old famous New York yellow cab, which was one of my earliest trips to New York. They was phasing them out in favour of them horrible Chrysler ones they've got now. These were the iconic taxis.
They're sort of like the bubble cars, aren't they?
They were huge. They were absolutely huge. And obviously everyone of a certain age remembers the programme Taxi.
100%.
So when they was phasing them out, I had this idea that before they all disappeared into junkyards, which they all did, apart from they've got some in Canada still, I'll get some and I'll bring them to London. So I managed to get hold of 3 of these cabs. They were pretty knackered and they was pretty run down. The people had done unthinkable things in the back of them, I'm sure. And I managed and I managed to secure 3 of these cabs. Iconic. And I even got the advert ready for Yellow Pages at the time, which was still about. And then the problem was I got them to the docks. The docks.
Yeah.
And I had no money to get them here. So and I went everywhere. I was back here then. I went to every bank. They all turned me down. They all said, "You're just importing second-hand cars." I went, "No, it's a concept. You've got to understand. These cars won't be around."
Yeah.
And I even went to see a judge who used to drink in Rotherham around here. Big walrus moustache he had. He just laughed me out of the pub. "That's ridiculous. I think the tyres depreciate and all that." I said, "No, you don't get it. These are going to be put to work."
It's what we would call now iconic.
And they were going to. I said they were going to work. They're going to work. And later on, I was renting an office space in Cambridge Circus, right round the corner from Peter Stringfellow, who was helping me with a book called Mods, just called Mods, a British phenomenon. He lent me all of his
Mojo Sheffield, sorry.
And he still had all the ticket stubs of how much he was paying bands, and he let me use them all. Didn't worry about me just absconding with them. And I gave them all back to him, and I told him this idea over a drink, and he said, "If you can get them over here, I'll take 2 of them off you, I'll rent them off you, and I'll turn one into a luxury
taxi
outside, and the other one."
Can you imagine how cool that would be though, in London? Because that's got these days the hen parties or stags. Or, loads of people would want that. Do you know what I mean? So is that
but I didn't have the gumption to go, "Well, lend me the money then," because he's already offering. He's already done me all these favours with the book. I can't suddenly go, "Well, this is my idea. You pay for it." Because so no, eventually I don't know what happened to them 3. Well, I do actually know what happened to the 3 of them.
They're not still there, are they?
No, because the guy who did take up the original idea of these cabs, the first job he got with one of them was the very first Brit Awards, and he drove it on the stage.
He did.
And that was one of the cabs.
So that's one of yours.
And within, I forget how many short months, he had made a fortune out of that idea. And that was it. So this is my memory of money goes to money if you've got it, and if you ain't got it, your stuff's going to just rot away.
I'd like to say to the viewers, me and Terry are going to get awfully rich, and we're going to sit in this lovely tiki bar till we to our
In
old
Hawaii?
age. Yeah, in Hawaii. Yeah, clearly
Yes.
in Hawaii. Yeah.
All the budget's gone on the airfare to get us here.
So is that what's inspired that?
That is what it's about. So sorry to disappoint any Scar fans. It isn't a Scar thing. I know you can have it as a Scar thing, but it was actually based on failed money-making New York cab idea.
So have you got any? You've got it. You're wearing it in the natural colour, and it's it there in the petrol blue.
Petrol
any
blue.
feelings about that? Or?
I love these colours. Yeah, I mean, because. And I think you yourself is also guilty of saying, well, you know, people like black T-shirts. That's what sell them most. But normally, that's what they can only get.
Oh, you see, this is the difficult issue. Black sells easily. If you go up Camden Market, that's why everything's on white.
Yeah.
But the problem for me, it's like why that's an off-white, because I like something that looks a bit more vintagey, it looks a bit more retro. Do you understand? Bright white can be a bit clinical.
Yeah.
Do you
I just think people shy away from bright colours, and I think we're bringing them back, bright colours.
Yeah, it's a very retro sort of 60s feel. So
Yeah.
let's move on.
Originally, it was a Rick Buckler shirt. He had an old friend of ours, Rick Buckler from the Jet. He had a T-shirt with a stripe that went all the way down.
It's in the Absolute Beginners video.
Yeah, but apparently there's some sort of printing restrictions on getting it to go all the way down.
Oh yeah, that is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then I thought, well, okay, everyone remembers the film Herbie Rides Again.
Yeah.
It's the same stripe. I don't know whether Johnson's where he got it, where Rick got the shirt
Johnson's
originally.
did it.
That's where Rick got it from, in Johnson's and King's Road. That's where that shirt came from. And I'd always remembered it, and I actually bought one myself. I did actually get one. So it was like, okay, can't do the Herbie Rides Again. Can't actually do the Rick Buckler thing, but we can actually put the stripes inside the 66 logo.
Yeah, and it looks.
You can take your pick.
So let's show some of the viewers. Let's show. Yep, there we go. I think that looks really nice. It's dead simple. I know it's down here. We'll do a close up in a little while, but we've got a. It's got your gorgeous little face there as well. Look,
our little cartoon face.
your little thing. So we've done it in the white, and you've got the petrol blue one. No, and the navy.
Navy, yeah, which is lovely. Look.
Now the reason I did the navy is navy after black and white is the third best-selling T-shirt.
Yeah, so
easily peasily.
You know about the best-selling things, but I just like a bit of
Yeah,
colour.
but this is the man who designed some white shoes. Do you remember designing white shoes?
I do love white shoes. They're my favourite colour shoe.
Yeah, but
in England, not in Hawaii.
Hawaii, yeah. It's one of those things that makes me laugh because you said, yeah, but you might get them scuffed and they'll be useless, and you went, yeah, but what a statement you would have made before.
Yeah, I love a white. I do love a white shoe. I like most white things. I got well known for white jeans and.
So yeah, let's just go quickly through the names to sort of sum up a bit. This one's the Buckler. It's inspired a little bit by Herbie, but we went with the Buckler because
I remember him getting the shirt. I actually remember him getting the shirt.
Were you there
and
for that one?
Blondie were there on the same day buying clothes, which is really weird because they all went to Johnson's, and I was saying, don't get that because she's got that. So
okay.
And I got that.
No. We're gonna have to. We can't stop the video now. We're gonna have to carry that bit on. So Blondie are in the shop at the same time.
Yeah, the same day.
Okay.
The same day, yeah.
Have you been hanging around so you've seen both lots?
Because Johnson's, I don't know if we can talk about Johnson's, because it's not there anymore, so I suppose we can talk about
Well,
it.
I know.
But that was the only mod, it was high-end mod then.
Yeah.
Clubber.
Yeah.
And then then everything went stray cats, polecats,
Well,
alley
he
cats.
did the Wham jacket, didn't he? Yeah, the George Michael jacket for Freedom. He did that.
Yeah.
The big puffy one.
They did a lot of stuff for the Pretenders with,
Well, you know better than me on
the
this.
Dixie Bell bomber thing with bombs on it and all that stuff.
He sold a lot of them though, apparently.
Yeah, he sold, yeah. Well, that was where you got high-end mod one-offs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Buddy. Well, I know Buddy.
Buddy's got that red and white one.
Buddy Hassett from the Chords. He got a red, white, and blue. Not a blazer, but almost like a suit jacket with three stages. So
anyway,
that's where that original idea came from. Then we tried to do the long stripe, like the Herbie because we was going to put the 66 where the Herbie number
Yes,
was,
we
if you
did,
remember
yeah,
rightly,
yeah.
and then we couldn't print that.
So
So
the-
it was
so
gone
the-
back to the Rick.
So when you do print, let me just bore the viewers out there. When you do a print, prints can't be all the way up because literally the machine can't.
Yeah. And I remember buying the same one because Rick had one, and it was nylon. It was,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the most horrible.
I was going to say that's going to be hard work.
I used to sweat in it, and it was like him running down the street, and actually he must have been a puddle of.
Well, that's why his hair was
puddle of
all
sweat.
out over the place, wasn't it?
Puddle of sweat because the material was so bad.
So let's round this up because we will rabbit all day, man.
We're really out of time.
Yeah. Well, we're not about out of time. So I'd like to thank Terry for designing these. These are going to be.
And there's others.
There is others.
Oh,
So, no, there's only these two designs. So, I want to thank Terry for doing that. They'll be out soon on Mod Shoes and 66 Clothing. They're limited edition. There isn't going to be thousands of these. There isn't. And unless we start making a load of money, then yeah, we might. Then we can spend 2 more weeks here in Hawaii.
in Hawaii.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
In
might
the
go to
tiki-
Honolulu.
Yeah, in the tiki bar.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone.